On this episode of Neighborhood Treasures, we visit a popular Vietnamese restaurant where the owner transfers her passion from fashion to food with family at the core. Now, I hear if I want some fantastic Vietnamese cuisine, this is the place. Right, Julie Truong?
Yes, absolutely.
Everything I heard about this place, flavor, service, it's number one. So tell me about Vietnamese cuisine.
Vietnamese is very light, healthy, and fresh. And that is what I wanted to bring to St. Louis. My background is Chinese Vietnamese, but Vietnamese food is something that I just really enjoy.
You come from a family that had restaurants.
Yep. So my parents, they grew up in Vietnam, but my grandparents are Chinese. And they fled Vietnam during the war. When they moved to America, they only knew one thing, which was to cook. So they opened Chinese restaurants all around St. Louis, and my parents still have their own restaurant. That was where I grew up. And it has really created these skills for me that I took on in life, and here I am today.
It wasn't that long ago where you had an interesting background in marketing and fashion. How did you come back over to the restaurant side?
I worked at Nordstrom's for 5 years, and then I worked for Levi's for 5 years. Sales was my background. One day I was like, you know, I really miss being in the industry. I miss the hustle and bustle. I miss talking with customers. I miss the crazy life. You know, growing up, that was one thing that I didn't want to do.
Yeah.
I remember telling my parents, like, I don't want to open a restaurant. Like, I had no life. Moving back, telling my parents that I want to open a restaurant was a shock to them. But they honestly supported me and took the chance with me.
Your food is so good that you have caught the eyes and the ears of a lot of folks out here, including the team that plays soccer downtown in that beautiful new stadium, City SC. Yeah. You have your dishes right there in the stadium. Why don't you tell me how that happened?
It happened a year ago when Gerard Kraft and Mark Setbeck, they reached out and they were like, we want to highlight Didi Mau as a local restaurant at the stadium, and I couldn't say no because it's just an amazing opportunity.
This is my first experience with Vietnamese cuisine. Is there anything simple that I could make?
Yes, absolutely. Today we're making spring rolls. This is shrimp specifically. So these are rice paper rolls. They're like made of sheets.
All right.
We're gonna dip it in the water. Just kind of shake off the excess water. And then right here we have our vermicelli noodles. We're gonna put just a little bit, not too much, because if we put too much, the paper will break.
Ooh.
And then now we have like our vegetable medley, which is cucumbers, lettuce, and red cabbage. Typically traditional, it's a bean sprouts, but I like red cabbage. Not a huge fan of bean sprouts, so.
Okay, so we leave them up.
Yep, we're just gonna put it all the way towards like one corner. And then once you get a good texture of it,
Yeah.
fold it over. And then we're gonna push everything down here. And then we're gonna fold it once up into the tip of the corner. Then we're gonna grab 3 shrimps. So then you're gonna take the corner and fold it in. Take the other corner and fold it in. And then now you're gonna tuck everything together.
Wow. You're right. It is pretty.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
The continued success is always like a motivation for me, and especially, you know, just to my parents. My dad, he taught me a lot in business, and to see me like successful, it really melts my heart. He calls me to this day, are you busy? You know, how's business? Are you busy? Every day.
I would love to try to put one of these together. So I start right here, right?
Yes. You'll grab 1 sheet of rice paper. Make sure that the part is covered. Go ahead and flip it over. Perfect.
Here we go.
Okay, and shake off the water. That's okay. That's good. Vermicelli noodles.
Leave some room for the shrimp, right? 1, 2, and 3.
Roll it over. Yep, but push down the shrimp. Tuck in the sides. Oh, it's okay. We could do it that way too. This is fabulous.
Is that edible?
Yes, it's edible.
And what we have here?
So this is our peanut sauce that we make in-house.
Okay. So you and I are going to dunk together here, right?
Okay.
Yep. I've never had that sauce before. I like that. What can you tell someone who just had a dream of just achieving and just maybe didn't know how to go about it?
I would tell them, even though it is scary to take that leap of faith, but if you love what you're doing, just continue what you're doing and just be passionate about it and don't ever give up.
Wow. DD Mau is the place to be. Julie, cheers.
Thank you. Cheers.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you for coming.